Okay, I'm doing this video just to show the new glitch that's in the game that came with the update the other day. So this is a single sim that has a infant child. Now I'll show you that the infant child can talk to him. Now the infant child needs to be fed. The parent will get the cue and he'll go up to feed the child. But if it happens the same way the other ones do, when he gets there, he won't be able to. And there, he did not do it. Now, he has no social menu with the child, so I can't tell him to do anything. When I click on him, I get no social menu. And this doesn't happen in all of my families, so which is kind of the weird thing. It happens in different families. Let's see, he instantly does not feed the baby. Tell her to get fed by him. And if you watch, you'll see he glitches. He stands there and he stands there and he does not feed his baby, and he just turns it off. And I cannot get him to do it at all. So, because I have cheats on in here, I'm going to help this baby because I don't want it to die and make it happy. The baby hasn't got an issue. I am going to check a family that has toddlers to see if they have an issue. But basically, I can tell Sean to do things. Like, I could tell him to have a shower, and he'll do that. I can tell him to get food from the fridge. He does that. Okay, but I can't tell him to do any social interactions with this child. Or, let me see where the cat is. Oops. Here's the cat. So, see, he can do social interactions with his cat, but he cannot do anything with his child. And if there was another adult sim or anything in here, he would not be able to do that either, because I have tried with adult sims. And children, they can't interact with people, but they can interact with objects and pets. I can't interact with them this way, but I can interact with them by telling them what to do. And I can also put them on full autonomy, and it doesn't matter. They still don't do anything. They go to do things with their child, and then they don't do anything. So, but you see, I'm able to tell him to interact with his pet and objects, but not with the children and not with other members of the family. And it isn't like that for every one of my files. This is why I didn't even know that it was a thing until somebody on my social group for PlayStation started talking about it. And then I went into one of my families that I was going to do something with, and I couldn't do anything with them. And I realized that, hey, I do have this problem too, just not with the family I was playing with. But I have it with this family. And I did load into another family in this same save file and was able to play with them. So it's got nothing to do with the save file itself, because I can play with some of the families, but not all of them. So I don't I was kind of thinking maybe it's because I haven't played with this sim for a long time, but I don't know. I'm going to dedicate the sink type bathroom. And this sink is kitchen. Stop using the kitchen sink to wash your hands. So I'm not sure what the problem is. And the other issue I had was guitars. So I'm able to practice everything on the piano. That's not an issue. I was just going to see. I think Sean probably might have a guitar in his pocket. Yeah. So see, you can't get nothing here, but if you put it in the world, you can get one thing, and it's play song. But I think when I tell my Sims to do it, they go over there to play it, but then they don't play it. Yeah. And Sean has level 10 guitar skill, so, you know, he shouldn't have an issue. But for some reason, he can't use the guitar. And there's really seriously nothing I can do with this child. But the baby itself can choose all different things that it wants to do. So, saying it's tired. So I've taken it to letting it sleep because on the floor, because she doesn't have much choice. Yeah, so that's all I can do with this file. With him, I can have him do things, but not everything. And the guitar he can't play. Piano, organ, violin are all working. The only one I have problems with is this one. I don't know about knitting. Somebody did say that they couldn't get their Sims to knit either. Now, I don't know if he has a knitting in his bag. In his pocket, I mean. No. So, if I put this in his pocket, we'll see if he will. Okay, so I don't have the issue with knitting. They are able to knit. He's just unable to play the guitar or interact with his daughter. So I'm hoping that this gets fixed. What I'm thinking is maybe when the pack releases, which I plan on getting, maybe that will fix it in itself. I don't know. I'm going to see tomorrow. But otherwise, that's the issues I've found. I can leave. And I can show you, I've already logged into another family that has toddlers, so I'm not sure if toddlers are able to interact, so I'm going to try that. But I know that the parents in that household can't interact with the toddlers, but I want to see if the toddlers can interact with each other or with the parents. Because I want to see, I know school age can't, and teenagers can't, and parents in families, but I didn't check to see if toddlers could. And it's not in this file, so. I mean, I'm sure there's toddlers in that file, but this other file has 2 toddlers in the family and it's not so large. I'll probably just use it. Because this other file is also a file where I can play with some of the families, but can't play with other ones. Like, I'm able to play with the werewolf family, I'm able to play with the small vampire couple family and the other vampire family, but I can't play with any of the spellcaster families. So I just want to see if the toddlers in this one family can play together with me. I'll start up another file of that, I think. Or maybe I'll just let it keep going because I don't know. If this crashes, well, then I'll have to redo everything. Okay, so I have plenty of files to choose from, but I'm just going to go and do this one because this is where I was playing anyway the last few days, and that's why I found out, because I wanted to go and check in on the one family that's a spellcaster family, and I found that I couldn't talk with any of them. Otherwise, I would never have even known because it wasn't happening in my file. So these guys have 2 toddler daughters. So I'll see if it affects toddlers. And I've tried a few things. I've tried turning full autonomy off and turning it on. I've tried going into build mode to see if that fixes it. I've tried like traveling with my Sims family and coming back, and nothing like that is fixing it, which are the norms for getting it fixed. Okay, so you'll see he has no menu with her. I just want to see if she has a menu with her dad. Okay, so the toddlers do still have a menu. He went downstairs. Yeah, but I'm thinking that it's not going to work. She'll get down here and that'll be the end of it, but we'll see. But I do know that the 2 dads can't talk to each other. But I do know that I can tell them to go up to bed and woohoo, and they will. So, in that way, that still works. But you can't like get them to social interact. And see, she was able to get him to hug her. Now let's see if she's able to get him to feed her.
Oh, Cardul.
And it looks like she's unable to get him to do that. Maybe she can. But he doesn't.
Pomeray. Lenarga maybe. Shway bow. Oh.
See if I can get them to talk this way. No, for now I don't want that.
Pomeray Bahira, Mazi. Numiv, Amson, Kwasunya.
Zilnay. Soufflo wo gras. Barnay. Jorby Sweb. Asana Zilnay.
So in this way, you can make them do things, but it doesn't work for feeding them. So you can't get her dad to feed her.
Plato, Plato. Flif Kroot. Linz. Bovna Fran.
Yips, Jibuya.
Ha, bifib de shul.
Oh, cool. Wow.
I'll show you that this does work, though. They didn't do it, though. But I was able to get them to do it in the other household, so we'll try again. Okay, so they are going to. But the toddlers are able to talk just fine with each other and do things, and they can communicate with their parents. So can the infants, but they can't get their parents to do anything for them, like feeding them. So, yeah, and so they do. They go up and they woohoo. So that does work. Open. I'll just put something out here for these kids to eat. What's this? What's this? Grilled plantain. That should be good enough. So it's broken in the concerns of what I have said. The toddlers and the infants can talk to the Sims and whatever, but they cannot get them to do anything for them. Like, they can't get the Sims to change their diapers, nothing. And you can get your Sims to do things together with each other by clicking on an object, but you can't get them to talk to each other. There's no communication. So they may as well sleep because, yeah, there's like nothing they're going to do to help these kids, so I guess it's up to me. It's in the only thing, well, I don't know if these are two are potty trained. Yeah, this one is. Enough that they can go by themselves. Yeah. So the only thing they need their dads for is to cook the food and, and to give them baths. I think I only have one potty in here, so the other one's going to have to wait her turn. Anyway, that's the issues I'm having. So just thought I'd quickly do a small video about it. Hopefully someone gets to see this that can do something about it. And if tomorrow after I get the game pack, the stuff pack, I'm gonna see if it's fixed the problem. If not, then hopefully it does get fixed down the line. Thank you for consideration and have a great day.